Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channel messages from the councils, the original council, the councils of light, council of 9, council of 5, council of 12, whichever one shows up. It could be a number of also light beings in general, could be galactic, could be otherwise. And we're here to just allow them to show us what we need to see and what we need to experience to continue to remember who we truly are. And that could be on an individual basis or a worldwide basis, whatever we need. Each one of us is going to experience certain things. Maybe we experience different things, but that's okay. The idea is to allow yourself, your higher self, to get nourished, to get the nourishment it needs. So then your human self, this vessel, remembers, and your DNA remembers, and your cells remember, and they open up and show you what you need to see and let things take place. Like some of you, you will notice that your gifts, your spiritual gifts are opening up. Some of you are experiencing things you never even knew you had. You know, some of you may be getting some predictions. Some of you may be experiencing seeing the other side, hearing voices in a way that is complementary to what you need, the answers you need. So you may hear your team, you may see your team, you may see loved ones, you may see galactic beings, you may see archangels. And when I say see, it could be any of the senses. You may hear them, taste them, you may experience them with your third eye. You may just have a knowing that they're around. Or they may leave you hints like feathers or coins or anything of that sort. Now, I do have 2 of the members here today again, and I'm very grateful that they joined because the collective energy is greater than just one person. And, you know, it's always a lot nicer when we do this in a group, as we are able to collectively get the knowledge, the energy, and everything we need. And we may not always experience the exact same thing, but we still get exactly what each one of us needs. And then we also share what is great for the greatest good of the wholeness, the oneness. If you do never have done this before, just open up, let yourself surrender to this process and let yourself be taken. If you do not know how to travel with the coordinates, just state the intention that you want to go wherever we go. You want to travel with us for your greatest good. And be open. If you fall asleep, not to worry. That means that your monkey mind was so busy that they needed to turn it off completely so you can actually remember and experience what you need to experience. So your higher self, your subconscious will know, and all of a sudden you will start to see the difference in you and also the energies around you. With that being said, I'm going to ask everyone to just close their eyes and just take a few deep breaths to get yourself into that really good meditative state. Don't allow anything to disturb you, and just continue to release that that energy. Continue to release that nervous energy. Continue to release that hesitation. Just let it go. And as you're breathing, you're just letting yourself sink in and feeling Earth cradle you. Mother Earth, Gaia, Terra, they're all cradling you in their loving arms. Let them take that part and share with you this journey. Now I open the floor to our members that are here, and as we discussed before, there is a coordinate already in place. So please share whenever you're ready.
22, 3, 4, 16, purple. 22, 3, 4, 16, purple.
Okay. So I'm going to explain what I'm experiencing at this moment. I'm experiencing myself going like through a tunnel with a whole bunch of pictures. Pictures of my past, pictures of people I that were in my life at some point that were no longer here, just pictures, 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 and then a purple door. Now this door is different than all the other ones because this one is actually a curved door on the top. Nice and curved with a lot of ornate things all around, molding. And it's a huge door with a very big, solid, for all intents and purposes, doorknob. But it's not the regular doorknob. It's one of those that a lot of that you just have to fold down. And normally you would open this way, but you're opening inside. So we're going into whatever place that is. Like I said, some people may be experiencing the same thing, some people may not, and it's okay. You're experiencing what you need for this moment. Now, I'm in this intense purposes, a castle tower room, sort of. Everything is made of stone and crystals embedded in between. And the windows are all a typical tower castle with the round on the top. And everything is made of stone. There are chairs, they're made of stone. I don't even know how I'm gonna. Okay, so I have to have somebody move the chairs for me if I want to sit. Bed is made of stone. There is a mattress on top, sort of, but everything else is made of stone. There is no what we would call a dresser, none of that. There is one, it's long, it's made of wood normally, and it is wood, but it has, I can't remember the name of that thing. It's kind of like a locker. What do you call those things?
Wardrobe.
Yeah, you could say that. And it's got a lot of crystals embedded in the wood with a lot of raw iron. So definitely in the era of the castle, so to speak. And it's just very interesting. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just going to take a seat on the bed and let everything else unfold. And who else is experiencing something, whether it be the same or different.
Okay, so an earlier vision, you needed to find respite from an unfortunate situation. Really a misunderstanding, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
And this is the safe and empowering shelter that was provided to you by a bird that is similar to a hawk, but it's not a hawk, it's not an eagle, but it's a bird of that general size. And that bird is there to guide you and give you support on your journey.
Okay. That's
Even though things are quote unquote stone, they don't feel like you're sitting on stone or lying on stone, or there's a comfort to them, which kind of is juxtaposition to what we would perceive in the world as it is in our world now. And the crystals certainly have their traditional healing properties, but they also have deep spiritual properties that are there to rejuvenate what you've recently been through. The occurrences that happened stripped away not so much your gifts, but the energy with which you were able to embrace them. So the crystals will rejuvenate you and allow you to come back to your fullness.
Okay, thank you. Which is interesting. So, Leaf, do you have anything that you're experiencing? Okay.
There's a chest, not a chest of drawers.
A chest?
That you would think, yeah, a chest, like, uh, like a hope chest,
Like a hope chest, okay.
like a hope chest.
Yes, I right that when I was saying interesting, it was coming into vision for me. And it was they had a lot more crystals and more stuff. And when I open it, it literally just oof, whatever energy was in there, whatever it was that I was looking for, just came to me. And out of that flew that bird, Jazz. Let's leave it as a bird because it's hard to, it's not, it's neither, right? So I don't know. And it actually said that it was going to carry me, which is possible, I'm short enough for that. It was going to carry me to wherever we needed to travel, and it's carrying me from this point on. So I will not only rejuvenate my energies, but also I won't be wasting as much energy or using as much energy.
Sure. You have two light beings that are behind you. They both actually have messages for you.
Are they giving them to you, or they're just going to?
They are going to share them with you. You may have private messages, you may have a collective message, but they will share them with you when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you. Now, for those that are watching this, although this may seem personal for me, you may have others watching also that will get messages at the same time. Because this isn't just exclusive for me. The collective message is that when we see someone in need, no matter what it is, even if you feel you cannot help or you don't want to get involved, just let them know you're there in whatever they need. And if they don't give you anything, just stand by them. Just if you're next to them, give them a hug. If you see them on the street, do a smile. If you want, text them or message them. Just a show of appreciation, show that they are in your thoughts and that you're sending with the greatest amount of good intentions, healing to them for whatever they need. When we start doing that, we not only help them heal, but then they can then support others. And in turn, it actually comes back to you. Because someday somebody from that full circle sees you down or sees you're not in a good place, and then they'll do that and support you in raising your energy and your vibrations and your frequency to the point where then you can take over again, and so on and so on and so on. And so it isn't just a personal thing, it is a unified oneness thing. It is so you remember that you are oneness. You're not part of oneness, you are oneness. We keep forgetting that. We keep separating when we say we're part of oneness. We are oneness. And by remembering that, that energy flow continues to occur to help everyone, to give a sacred, safe space for everyone. And by doing so, everyone, the whole world's vibrations will rise. And we all can be in a better place. So that was the collective message. Now, Leaf, take us to the next place.
Okay. 174516 red. 174516 red.
Thank you. Now, for those that are wondering why I'm kind of smuggering, is because I have my whole spiritual theme going cha 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 as she's reading the coordinates. Okay. Oh dear Lord. I'm glad my team gets along with me. Anyway, very interesting. I opened the red box that was in front of me because I had different colors in front of me. When you said red, of course, I went to the red box. And Mary Magdalene, Hua Ying, Mother Mary, Cleopatra, and 3 others are rising, coming out. Their essence is coming out of the box and surrounding us. So whoever is here at this moment, we are in the middle. And those powerful divine feminine women, or divine feminine energies, are all around us to support us and rise us and help us rise and give us the proper energy for the coming weeks or whatever it is that we need. Now, Mary Magdalene basically is telling me to tell everyone that this is the moment where we show the world what that divine energy is about. Not just the divine feminine, but the balanced feminine and masculine divine energies. That there's a lot of difficulty right now because we are off. We have either too much masculine energy or too much feminine energy. That humans were not made for that. Humans were made to be equal. And within each one of us, there's both energies. That doesn't mean that we have to change how we look and we have to change how we are or anything. Just bring yourself to a balance so that you can move forward and accomplish your goals, accomplish what you came here for, and have the courage to continue in your journey. Because yes, these are the greatest times, but these are also the hardest times. And sometimes it may get a little harder before it gets better. And that's okay. Just remember to attempt to balance yourself within. Know what battles to take on. Know what battles your energy usage is wasted on. And let go. Like sometimes it is said, let go of the small stuff. Because, and it all depends on what the small stuff is to you. That's how a lot of the times marriages last a long time. Because there's a compromise and there isn't a control over every single thing. Sometimes you have to give, sometimes you have to take. And the balance of that is what allows anything to last. If you have too much work and not enough fun, your body's not going to take it. If you have too much fun and not enough work, your body's also not going to take it. So your lifestyle has to be, in order for you to be here for the long run, balanced. And then she also stated that there's a time and place for everything. And once it's done, it's done. Don't rehash it. Don't keep bringing it up. It's done. Okay. Now I got more people behind me. Anybody else experiencing anything?
Isis is also present. And in conjunction with what you just said, there is a great need for people to, in an effort to become love and one, to recognize that our bodies, which our egos tie up with all kinds of strange messages sometimes, is energy. And love at its core is energy. It's the balanced energy you were just speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
If we can see ourselves immersed in that energy rather than the physical form that we have, we will be able to let go of a lot of the petty things that our body and awareness of the mundaneness of the 3D world perceives. In the spiritual world, there's no need for a lot of what has been consumed. There's no need for the excesses, the greed, or anything of that nature. So allow yourselves to be spirit, to be the energy that is one with the Creator.
Mhm. I concur. Leave, are you getting anything different? Or
The same thing, and there's a lightness and and when we can combine our bodies with our true selves, where we can walk in a more joyful manner on this earth.
I concur.
Very interesting. Catherine the Great is also with us.
I was going to ask who's right behind me.
I
I did not want to turn around because I felt that energy just pop, and I'm like, okay. So I figure
which is,
I can.
there are so many people we identify as spiritual greats or ascended masters, or however you want to term it.
Right.
And Catherine the Great is not necessarily amongst the perceived group that we normally would identify in such a way.
I agree. I agree. I'm grateful she's here. It's just yeah,
But
like I said, I felt that energy goof, and I'm like, oh, who's in back of me? So yeah.
all that she accomplished
Mm-hmm.
in her reign, it certainly had its earthy and ungroundedness in some respects. But in order for her to be able to accomplish what she accomplished, she had a deep-seated spirituality, which is not necessarily known to the general public.
Yes.
She could not have risen to the perceived greatness that she's attributed without having that core understanding of spirituality, that core understanding of her uniqueness, and yet oneness with the universe. That allowed her to reach beyond what the standard culture would embrace or understand as appropriate gains in life. So she indeed is quite worthy, if you will. Poor choice of words, but we're in a world that words don't necessarily express correctly.
Yes.
She indeed has her place amongst the feminine energies that are present.
I agree. Oof. This is very interesting. They're now turning outward and kind of facing the world instead of inside. And they're like in a protective mode, but also sending energy out, if that makes sense. it's very interesting. They're all of a sudden they just turned outward. And what I'm hearing is that they're basically there to whoever chooses to be within the circle, to protect, to advise, to join, and sending love outward so people understand it isn't just a singular thing, an individual thing. It is a collective type of energy.
There's actually a spider web of energy between all of us. Not only those of us who are channeling, but those all energies around us, all entities around us. So there's just this cosmic spider web, and it's all reflecting that oneness, that energy, but it's not something that we hold inside. It's something that is who we are, but it radiates always outward.
Kind of like energizing the whole matrix with that energy.
The energy doesn't just generate outward. There is it comes in simultaneously as it goes out. It's like somehow the two pieces of energy pass each other, so to speak, or pass through each other, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as there's a giving and a receiving. Without the receiving, the receiving replenishes what we are able to give out.
Okay.
So it's a constant cycle. There's always so you always have enough to do whatever you have to do. You always have enough energy to do what you need to do. Even though you're giving energy out, there's that constant flow coming back in to keep us moving.
Okay. Very good.
And now they're doing the bunny hop. Oh Lord,
I know.
bless us.
I was trying to ignore that part, but as you brought it up.
I
Wow.
think, a lot of times we talk sometimes in esoteric forms, and it can get really heavy and
Right.
and feel a weightedness to the responsibility, if you will. And they want us to understand collectively that it's joy. Pure love is joy. It's lightness. It's all embracing. It's not insensitive to the hurt and the pain and whatnot in the world, but it goes beyond what we are experiencing in the physical form, in the weightedness of responsibilities that some of us carry.
Now, for those that are here, I got this urgent tap on my left shoulder, and it's just, I'm going to sort of translate, give the short version of it. They want us to remember that no matter what we do, we are human, most of us. And I don't know why they added most of us. We are in human form. To remember that to be human is to err, to make errors, and it's okay. The idea is to Learn from those errors. Learn from those choices. Learn, move on, take accountability for them. Change what you can change. There's certain things you can't. Words you cannot change. You already set them. Or actions sometimes you cannot undo. But just take accountability for them. No matter how smart you think you are, or how smart you are, or how much knowledge you have, or spirituality, or book smart, or this smart, whatever it is. Your brain cells don't have anything to do with your higher self. You could be very book smart, but very naive in other stuff. Or you could be very, very spiritual smart, but very naive in book smart. It doesn't make any difference. As they say, not just book smart, but street smart. That means that you need to put all your sides together to be who you truly meant to be. Start taking some of those masks off. Don't let the ego continue to drive who you are and showing the example of who you really are not. People think you are one way and you're giving them ammunition. You're showing them how exactly true they are when that's not who you are. You allow that ego, which we all need. We need an ego to keep us in check, but sometimes we forget and we allow that trauma to feed that ego, and then that ego takes over. It's time to reel all that back in. Forgive yourself first and take accountability. And that doesn't just mean, well, I told you this or I told you that. No, it means, hey, I was naive in how I reacted or how I handled this. How can I fix it? Say that to you. Ask yourself that. This is not the time. This is the time to let go of that, because this is what the universe, the dark universe, that those energies are around us wants us to do. So we allow them to rise instead of the light rising, instead of our knowledge rising, instead of our star seeds rising, instead of our light beings rising. We allow us to sink and be pulled further and further down. We might even hit 2D instead of 3D if we keep this up. Instead of rising up to 5D, we'll continue going up. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty much ready to continue moving up, become lighter, become better human. Human, because the truth is humans were not created for hardship. They were created to enjoy this life, come and learn the lessons that we are meant to learn to help our soul evolve. And yet, we forget that. We think we're gods. We think we know it all. And we're not willing to listen to the other sides. Again. And this is the short version of it. Okay. So, anything else, ladies?
The purple door is coming back into view. When we first started, I had kind of a split screen where I was in a movie theater like setting, and there was a slash, a literal slash, and on the other side was the moving screen. And I wasn't quite sure how that connected with the purple door, but the screen is projecting the purple door for us now to be able to go back through it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go through the purple door. Wherever we are, let's walk, flow, fly, whatever you need to do. And once we go through that, you will start to feel yourself going back down into your body, into your surroundings. And 4, we're floating. We're not rushing. We're just coming down nice and slow with full memory of everything that we just received into our physical body, into this vessel. Our higher self is now more prepared, full of energy, and ready. 2, now you listen to your surrounding. Take a deep breath. 1, and you're fully integrated back into your body, into your surroundings that you started from. Take another deep breath and open your eyes whenever you're ready. And I want to thank everyone, including the members that are here today, for doing this and allowing yourselves to be channels each and every week. For those that are here, whether you're live or later on recording, please remember to like, share, and continue to follow us so we can continue to provide what you need and let others also join in the fun. If you're called to do this with us, please email me or message me, and we'll talk about it, then we'll figure it out what's the best way to do this. And I just want to say we all love you, we all respect you, and have a great week. And we'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. With that, bye.